What I like about GenAI is that a layman like myself, who has actually got no knowledge about AI per se, is able to talk about artificial intelligence. Like years back, why do people usually enter into software testing? Because it was an easy entry. By degree, I'm a mechanical engineer. How do I find a job in IT industry? Okay, testing. Because at the time, people were not asking about, do you know software? Do you know coding if you're a tester? I think GenAI is an easy entry into the world of artificial intelligence. It's approachable. The problems which you were earlier solving for months using traditional AI, image recognition or classification or regression, today even a child has this interface to a very powerful system, which is a large language model. Everybody's talking about ChatGPT. The only concern is we should not stop there. People are confusing the power of LLMs with the power of a web interface and just doing simple queries and asking an LLM to do more. The way testing could have been an easy entry, but it's not an easy profession. I've already dedicated 20 years to it, and I'm going to retire in this profession 20 years later, 30 years later. So are we going to figure this out that, first of all, what is GenAI? It has given me an easy entry, made me feel powerful. It's great generative technology. You're able to generate a lot of creative ideas, but let's not stop there. And at least I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to explore the technology to the best of its capability. And because I'm able to do that, and now artificial intelligence itself, even if in a small piece is a part of my portfolio, my skill set, it makes me feel powerful. And that's what GenAI's place is in my career so far. Yeah. So I've been an individual contributor in the software testing field so far. And so whatever I say, it's not really contextual. If you're a manager, if you're a strategist, if you are an executive running a company, maybe my points are not relevant to you, unless you consider the fact that the actual engineering is always done by ground level engineers, right? Whether you're a manager, what your team ends up achieving, the real groundwork is always done by people like myself. Strategy is a different problem, so my answers may not fit there. But as far as a software tester is concerned, so if you look at any activities, so one of the key activity being test design, I think GenAI is of great help there. Whether you're talking of systematic test design, whether you're talking of exploration, generating open-ended ideas using mnemonics, using heuristics, or using open-ended methods, using checklists, you name it, and you can somehow turn that particular technique into a very, very powerful LLM technique as well. And it doesn't stop there. You can use LLMs in reporting. You can use LLMs to do analysis of plots, performance analysis, for example. You can use it to generate fuzz data in security testing. You can use it to generate ideas based on taxonomies. You can use it for automation. But while I say this, right, so that you're not confusing it with that LLMs are super powerful and they are going to solve all your problems. The thing is that while you are delegating all these problems to LLM, you need to be in charge because they are not replacing you really. If you're good at testing, LLMs are not a replacement for your work because you are in charge, you are responsible. So the simple fact remains that are you going to rule the LLM or is the LLM going to rule you? And this is a very, very personal decision you will need to make up your mind for. So I have decided on my role in the game. I'm not going to let go of the control. If there's a task which I'm delegating to LLM, it saves me time. And in that time, I'm going to become a better tester. I'm going to hone my skills in other areas, expand my skill set. I would try to pick up problems which earlier I was hesitant about because now I have time. And that way I look at LLMs as a great peer, as a great partner, and that's the role I would let an LLM play in the problems which I solve. So overall, it's a great partner. And let me tell you and share a secret with you. I read a lot, I study a lot, and I've been doing that for 20 years. In the past 1 year, my best teacher has been ChatGPT. The kind of learning on new subjects which this platform was able to provide to me, there's no single person in my circle who was able to do that. And there's nobody out there who can keep tailoring it and pleasing me, and then if I don't understand, changing analogies, changing metaphors, it's a very polite teacher, right? So I think it's a very, very powerful role, whichever path we take, while not forgetting that there's value in human intelligence. People are important. I am important. You are important. Let's keep that in mind. Once that is settled, LLMs are a very powerful technology in whosoever you are and whatever problem you're solving.